5 years ago, I became the ambassador of the Waterwatch Foundation because I believe that data was really important for this world to become more greener and more self-sufficient and more sane. And Ad Bastiaansen was the guy who basically pulled that through. What happened after 5 years? What are the results? Ad Bastiaansen, 5 years ago, you had a great idea. You wanted to provide data for agricultural use to everybody in the whole world. Where are you now?
Well, Vincent, first of all, it is still a good idea. Yeah? Still.
We need data, yeah.
And we are working very hard on that. So where are we now today? We are today that we have already launched a vegetation database, which is with our launching customer of the World Food Organization. And we have that already online for 2 years. We have made several updates on that. That's for Africa and Middle East. And we are now working on the funding process to also the rest of the world. And hopefully we establish that in the next 2 years.
Okay, so Africa, there's a database of vegetation. What kind of stuff is in that database?
Well, all kinds of stuff that you need to build applications to give the farmer the right information, when to irrigate, how much to irrigate, how to manage his crops so that he has a better yield and also a better income.
Okay, so that's one database which the FAO is exploring at the moment. Okay.
FAO is one of the launching customers. It will be many more customers, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Africa. That's one thing. What else?
Yeah, what else? Then we make big projects with good food processors in Burundi, where we are working on for the cacao. We're working in Ghana.
And what is happening in Burundi with cacao?
There we make a program for farmers so that you know where they have to grow what kind of crop and how to manage that crop.
Okay, and that's really an existing project which is really happening
today.
How many farmers are involved in that?
For Burundi is about 120,000 farmers. And potentially, if everything goes in a good direction, we double that in the next few months.
Okay, and the promise of cacao is that they can have 3 times more production and with less water or something like that? Yeah. That's the idea?
Indeed, yes. If you now see
by using data?
Yeah, by using data and to do the right things at the right moment. And we support them in that way.
Okay. There's also an app. Which you can download, which gives the farmer the right temperature and the right. What is that app?
There's an app is what we call the crop disease application.
Yeah.
Or an alert. It's an alert system in which we give the farmer 5 days to 7 days ahead a warning, an early warning, whether he can expect a kind of crop disease in his field.
Okay. And how much is that for a farmer? What does it cost?
There we have such a license system that the basic principle is $1 per crop for a year.
Okay, $1 per crop per farmer per year. So if he has 4 different kinds of crops, it's $4.
Yeah,
but it's low cost. And does the farmer have to pay himself, or?
Well, there's the road to market. So in some countries we work with corporations, and then the corporation is paying the license fee for the farmer, and that is the general practice today.
Yeah.
And most likely also the road to market in the next 2 years. But then we have a sufficient install base that we have more applications which can use of that installation, and then it goes directly to the farmer.
Okay, cacao and the app, one more, and then you have a crazy idea of doing your own satellites. What's that about?
Oh, the satellites. For the satellites, we work on with a Dutch consortium of companies.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. Where we built our own nano satellite system configuration.
Yeah.
We start with 6 satellites, and we measure the land surface temperature, which is
temperature of the Earth.
The temperature of Mother Earth.
Yeah.
At this moment, it is not measured. And we are the first one to do that.
Come on, I see graphs in climate change. I see graphs everywhere of the Earth becoming already 1 degree higher. It's everywhere.
Yeah, they measure the air.
Yeah.
We measure the land surface. And that's unique. And because that helps us to build more reliable algorithms for agriculture.
Okay, that's literally your dream in the air, in the sky. That is your sky dream. I mean, that's not happening yet. That's an idea. That's a concept.
No, that's not an idea, because we have already made our consortium of companies. We have already done the technical feasibility study.
Yeah. Now you need the money.
We have already the first funding together with the European Space Agency. And we are now in the project for building the business case and to collect the money for funding. We need about 40 million euros to establish this. And most likely that will happen in the next 3 years.
Okay. How happy are you after doing this now for 5 years? You are somebody who doesn't come out of the agricultural industry. You had an idea of using big data. You've done it with navigation. You now go in this agricultural business. How much did you accomplish in 5 years, and how satisfied are you with the accomplishments?
I'm very satisfied with the compliments, and I'm convinced we are making very big progress also in the near future. Are we established? The fact that we are now working on a joint venture in China to support 100,000 of farmers in China. We are working on a project in Ghana for several 100,000 farmers. In Burundi, as I mentioned, we're working in Kenya on this project. We have big food processors supporting us and working together for making new applications. Altogether, we are talking about already substantial business together, and we make good progress.
But it takes a lot of effort, huh?
It takes a lot of effort, but I think, can you imagine? AgriFood is a $7 trillion business. It is about 40% of the total population of this globe working in agri-food, and it is the least digitized sector of this planet.
Yeah. And what's driving you? I mean, you already made a lot of money with, what's the company name?
That time it was Taylor Atlas. Yeah.
Taylor Atlas, who was sold to TomTom. You made enough money. I mean, what is driving you to make a mark in this world?
I think when you have the possibility to influence people's life in a positive way, that they can live in a more sustainable manner and improve their income, I think then we are making a very good impact.
After 5 years, Ad Bastiaansen is still as enthusiastic as he started, and he thinks it's going to be a great place. The Waterwatch Foundation Corporation, take a look at the website and all the projects, because it's going to be big. There's going to be a lot of very intelligent data used in agriculture, and the Waterwatch Foundation / Corporation is working on that, and I'm enjoying to be part of it.